Hi there, Willford here. So a lot of people actually requested a tutorial on how to make melodies, so I thought I'd do one. So let's jump straight into it. There are two main ways to make a melody. There is the musical theory way, and there is the feeling way. So the musical theory only works if you know about the theory and about the chord progressions and scales and that kind of stuff. And the feeling kind of way only works if you have a really good feeling for how the harmony should go in a chord or how a lead should go. So I'm gonna have two annotations on the screen right now. And if you click one, it will go to the first way. If you click another, it will go to the second way. I'm going to attempt to make two melodies today, all off the top of my head, just using these two ways of making a melody. Okay, let's start with the music theory way of doing a melody. One thing the two melody ways really have in common is that they have three very important parts of a melody. There's the rhythm, which is, with my melodies, usually made with the chords and the bass. There's the chord progression, the harmonies in the chords, the way the chords are built up. And then there's the key, which is also a very important thing for just the musical theory. So I'm going to pull up a graph right now, which has all of the scales put on it. And I'm just going to explain it a little bit. I'm not going to go really deep into it because it's pretty self-explanatory. But the blue and the white rows, they represent scales. And all the letters you see in the horizontal rows, they represent chords. The left column down is all the names of the scales. And then horizontally, you can see all the chords that fit with the scale. So if you can see the C major scale has a D minor, an E minor, an F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. We're going to use that table right now. We're first going to start with doing the chords. I already did some sound design right here and some mixing. So that's not for today's tutorial. Today is just for the making the melody. Okay, let's pick a scale at random. Let's go with the... Yeah, I think we're going to use this scale right here, which I put an arrow to. Okay, so just in case you didn't know, if they put a sharp on the back of a chord, it means it starts at a sharp chord. So this is a C sharp because it's to the right of the C. But if I put a B next to the chord, it means it's to the left of the note. So we're going to start with a... What are we going to do? F minor is one of the chords in here. So what you gotta do in FL Studio, they have a chord option. So you just select minor and then F, and then they put an F minor in there for you. So just an F minor like that. And then let's do a... Yeah, that EB represents an D sharp. So we're going to go to major and back to D sharp. And then, yeah, the DB stands for C sharp, so C sharp. And then back to D sharp. Like that. So now we have a simple chord progression, all made with the scales. And then, to make it a little bit more uniform, I'm going to move up this note right here to another C sharp. So it doesn't change the tone. It doesn't change the chord, but it changes the tone of it. Okay, now let's start doing the rhythm of our melody. So I usually do the rhythm of the melody in the chords with this method. So maybe we could have this chord draw back a little bit. And this chord obviously going forward then a little bit. Maybe this chord divided in parts, like that. Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe... Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, and then we could have the notes drew back like this. And then like this maybe. Obviously a little bit shorter. So you hear the gaps between them. So now we have this. Then this needs to be like this. And then probably follow the same pattern. Yeah, okay. And then like this. And now we have our rhythm. It takes a little bit of practice to get this, what should I say, creative with rhythms like that, but that's just me making a whole bunch of melodies and then coming to the conclusion that this sounds the best, these kinds of variations. So now we have our chord progression. Now let's do the bass. The bass is not that difficult when you have the chord progression. You just copy the chord progression and leave out the bottom notes. Like that. And then you have your bass. So then just put it down where it needs to be. And maybe this could be a C sharp. Yeah, that sounds good. Then let's go to the lead. So we are taking the musical theory aspect of it. So we are going to load up a plugin and turn it down. Then we are going to go to chord and then major if you chose a major scale. And just, what was it? This was our scale, right? So then just do this. Now every note highlighted can be a note of your melody. That's because everything you put down right now falls into the scale you chose to make the chords. So what I'm going to do is follow the rhythm. Oh, turn off the scales again. None. I'm going to put another one up here, just for good measure. Okay, so now we have... Turn it off again. Keep forgetting to turn it off, okay. Now we have this. I'm just trying to make a cool melody. It's not that difficult, you just have to find the good rhythm to do it. And then that's, maybe just keep the same note. Yeah, okay. And then... Yep. And the same notes. Maybe something to glue it all together. 2 notes back here, maybe. Sounds really powerful. Maybe just leave out that note and put in a slide note here. Maybe. And then all you gotta do is put in your kick and bass and you have this. Now on to the second way of making a melody. This one I usually start with the bass, just because it provides a good way of making a rhythm for your melody. So yeah, that sounds good. Then make the rhythm. Yeah, I would say this is a good rhythm for a melody. So then just copy this bass and put it in the chords, but a lot higher. And as I said, this only works if you have a really good feeling for melody and harmony. So, like this. I just know that's there. I don't have any music theory that says that's there, but I just know it is. As you can see by the tutorial, this one is a lot more. You just have to listen to it and it will come along. It will come together eventually. I usually start with the high melodies, the high harmonies, I mean, and then the ones in the middle, because it's easier to determine the ones in the middle if you have the high harmonies. and then compress them a little bit to make it sound more uniform. Sounds good. Then the lead. Maybe just move those down a little bit. I'm sorry I'm so quiet, but I'm just listening to the music and seeing if it fits right. Let's just make this one a little bit shorter. And then also in the bass. And then after that, I usually determine the key of which I think the song is best fit. So I just move this thingy up here. Let's move it up 200. Yeah, I think it's best to fit here. So I just move it up 2 because I moved the wheel up 200 cents, and that consists of 2 half notes in the piano roll, and that's it. That's how I made this melody. So then just put it in here in the same way I did this one, but then also with a closing bass note. And here we have the 2 melodies we made today. Okay, so that was it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something from watching me make melodies. There's a lot of tips and tricks I used in this video that you just can't write down. You can't explain them. You just have to practice making melodies over and over again, and you'll eventually get a good melody to use for your song. Don't forget to leave a comment with what tutorial you want me to do next. If you like this tutorial, if you didn't, what I can improve, everything you can put in the comments. It will help me make better tutorials, making better videos. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button if you really like this video. A lot of original mixes are coming up again, but also a lot of remakes and such and such. And yeah, cue the outro.